Hi, I'm Frank Caruso, producer of Oregon Life. This week, we visit with Dakota Brown and the Oregon Farm Center, so stay tuned for some great episodes. In this episode, I got to visit Dakota Brown, and this is a young man who had a dream and is pursuing it. He's extremely dedicated to raising cattle. He's won blue ribbons on a national level, and he's from Oregon. He's an Oregon high school student, and we're proud to deliver this show to you.
So the pandemic has actually been quite a gift to me. At first we didn't know if there'd be shows, and it was kind of scary because that was one thing that I strive on and what my business strives on is having shows to advertise my genetics at. But then there was shows, and I found that not having to go to school and being here on the daily, I could get my animals out 10 times better than what I could last year. And so I'm doing school all online, and I'm here every single day at the farm, and so I'm getting my animals out to the best that they can be because I can be here with them a lot more. And I know the pandemic has hurt a lot, but for me it's been a gift, honestly. Hi, my name is Dakota Brown. I'm the owner of Red Hot Genetics. Welcome to Ocean View Genetics. I'm also the assistant herdsman at Ocean View Genetics. This is my cow, Paris. This was my first purchase about 4 years ago, and she is the foundation of Red Hot Genetics. A little bit of what I do is buy and sell animals for mainly the show industry. And the show industry is showing cows off, basically like a big old beauty contest, and you want the perfect cow. And the perfect cow is going to take you to the winner's circle, and that's where I make my money, is in the winner's circle. With these cows, basically, I buy one, and she was my first purchase, and I did not have a ton of money. She was $3,000, and I bought her, and then I had to breed from her. She wasn't the perfect cow, but I knew that she had potential in her offspring. And so with her offspring, I saw what was wrong with her, and then I took her offspring, and I bred it to a different bull, and so a different father, and then I changed what she needed, her legs changed. And so with the next generation, I knew that I needed to change the legs, and so I found a bull who had better legs. So on the daily, I'm watching these girls to make sure that they're not sick. Keeping them healthy and happy is very, very important because just like a sports player, if they get sick or if they get hurt, they're going to get set back. So like when I was wrestling and I had a broken hand, it set me back because I was not able to be in practice and work like the other kids did, and so that set me back. And so if these girls get sick, they're not getting the gains that they need. So they're not eating as much, they're not getting the protein that they need, and so they're going to be smaller. And so by me watching them every day and making sure that they're happy and healthy and not stressed, it's going to be in their best benefit and in my best benefit because they're going to look the best that they can. So a little bit of the daily basis is taking care of these cows, and what I do as one of the herdsmen here is making sure that these cows are healthy every single day and clean, healthy, and so they can produce a good quality milk. Back here we have our baby calves, and then also our show heifers. So these heifers are on a special program that they're going to be going to shows. We pick them from the other heifers on the farm because of the qualities that we see in them. And so these heifers are going to have bigger rib, better legs, longer head and necks, and they're all in different age groups. So this bigger one, she's a summer yearling, so she was born last year in the summer. And this other one is a fall calf, so she was born last September. And then this one over here is a fall calf as well. And then this is actually my newest purchase. And with the money that I got from the babies from the other cow, I was able to purchase her, and she's basically an upgrade. She's a little bit more expensive, but she's got better everything, better legs, better rump, better head and neck, and so hopefully she'll take me to the next level of winning. And my market is in winning. So when I was 8 years old, my dad started helping out a guy out in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, who had a dairy farm, and then I decided that I wanted to go out there, and I fell in love with cows, and I just had a passion for it. After that, I started to get into showing. I went to the Dane County Fair, and my first time ever at the Dane County Fair, I stood dead last. It was painful, and obviously I really didn't want to do much after that because I didn't see any potential in it, but I did continue on, and it was a journey of being in last, and I hated that feeling. And so I wanted to get better. And so I started learning, and actually I wasn't paid for the first 3 or 4 years of my time, but I wanted to learn how to do it and how to do it right. And so once I got that down, then I was able to get paid, and that's how I earned my $3,000 to get my first cow, which ended up being the mother of the All-American. One thing that I've learned being at Ocean View is everything's got to be quality, and hard work and quality work is really what goes into it. And if you don't have that hard work ethic and good quality work, you're not going to be the best, and you're not going to win. And without being the best, or without having good genetics and good quality animals, you're not going to make money. And so it's very important that we, on the daily, have that quality work ethic that we do. In a show, you're going to have them on a halter and presenting them in the best way that you can. And so it's really important that you get them used to the halter. And so being with them every day, I'm in here every day and walking them. And actually, part of my daily procedure is taking them out, washing them, and then also blowing them out so there's no dirt in their hair or anything. And you want a cow to have really good hair to make them look straight over the top. And actually, she's a very, very good cow. Like this, she's got very minimal hair, and so she's very straight over the top. Like you don't see a lot like this. So next we're going to talk about her udder potential. And this heifer has great udder potential. She's got smaller teats, and so you don't want her teats to be too big. And then she's got great width and height to her udder. And she's just a baby. She's going to calve probably in a year here. And so with these folds that you can see in here, obviously it's not just flat, but with these folds, it's going to show that they have potential to have a great rear udder that's going to be wide, and then it also goes very high for a heifer, and so there's great udder potential there. So my company is Red Hot Genetics. It started back in 2018 when my first offspring of the cow that I bought 4 years ago was born. And so when I bought this cow, I bred her to a bull, and then when that baby was born, it technically has my prefix, so I bred her. And so with the prefix, you have to find a name, and my prefix was Red Hot. And it started out kind of as a joke because I have red hair, and it was just kind of like going to be while I'm still a junior. I can be a junior until I'm 21, and then after that I was going to change it. And then she had her next baby, and it still carried the same prefix, Red Hot, and that baby ended up going on to be one of the best spring calves in the nation. She was undefeated in 2020, and unfortunately she got beat in the All-American contest, and so she was reserve All-American, but to be the second best heifer in the nation is just incredible. So what the judges are looking for at a show is the best animal in the class, and what makes the best animal in the class is their bone structure, their hair quality, their coat quality, their dairy character, and everything about that, and their breed character, because there's different breeds. We have the Holsteins and we have the Jerseys, and there's actually 7 different breeds of dairy cows, and they all have different characters to them. And so the best animal in the class is she's going to be long from end to end. She's going to have strength. She's going to have quality to her. She's going to be the widest all throughout. She's going to be the longest all throughout. She's going to have the best legs with the best set to them. And she's going to be not necessarily the thinnest, but she's going to be in the best condition for the class. And so whichever one is in the best condition for that class is going to be the winner. So a quote that I really live by is make it, win, and then sell it. And that sums up my business in a nutshell. And so when I make an animal, I'm going to make it from the mother and the father and have an offspring. And then I have to develop that animal. It's really from day one to whenever I sell her, is I'm developing that animal and making sure that she's the best that there is. And so if I'm not watching them and developing them every day, there's somebody out there who's going to be working harder. And I want to be that person to win because that's where my market is. Unfortunately, in the dairy industry, just by having good genetics and everything, you can't make a living off of it. Like, people don't want the good genetics and the good cows who sit in a barn every day. They want, in my industry, they want the cows who are winning. And so that's where I have to focus myself, is on winning. And so making the good genetics, and then making the good animals on the daily, and then after that I'm able to sell them for a good profit. But my whole goal is to produce a quality animal, and I think that'll be my goal throughout my whole life. So the next national or Midwest show that is coming up here at the end of April, so I'm excited for it, I'm ready for it, when that means that I got to go back to work. Thanks for watching.
Good morning, Torhorst Insurance. This is Randy.
Torhorst Insurance, this is Christine. How can I help you?
Torhorst Insurance, this is Chad.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Hey, Sarah. How are you doing today?
Oh, hey, Jerry. How you doing? At Torhorst Insurance, we believe in Oregon. And we also believe in the important service OCA Media provides for our community. Torhorst Insurance is happy to support programs like the one you are watching. Your locally owned and operated insurance agency, serving the needs of our community for over 40 years.
I oughta. You oughta what?
Feed me! You can talk. I got a talking plant.
I wonder if there really are people on Mars.
Well, who knows?
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
A lot of you may not know this, but the Oregon Farm Center, right on the edge of town, is a great place to get dog food, cat food, bird food, an amazing amount of supplies there. And Jonathan gave me an incredible tour. Talked about fertilizer, what the Farm Center does for farmers in the area. It's a great episode, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hello, Oregon. Welcome to Oregon Farm Center. Let me give you a little tour. Oregon Farm Center is a pet retail store, ag retail, offering a lot of different products, services. Right when you walk in, we have kind of our seasonal stuff. So right now it's a lot of lawn, garden, chemicals for your lawn or your garden, seed for your lawn, food plots, whatever you're trying to grow. One of the hot commodities is the lawn seed, our Oregon Supreme lawn seed. Comes in a shady variety or a sunny variety, almost identical to the Madison Parks mix. For seeding down your lawn, if you have any rough spots or spots that need some attention, 3 pounds, 8 pounds, or if you're doing a whole lawn, you can get a 50-pound bag as well. So as we come to seeding weather, now that it's warmed up, we have the lawn seed, the fertilizer to go with it. If you're putting in some new seed, you don't want something high in nitrogen because that can burn the new rooting when it germinates. So you'd want to use something like our triple 14, 14, 14, 14, a nice even keel of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Otherwise, if you just want to green up your lawn, we have a 23010 that we recommend to get it green, boosted up and growing so you can get out there and start mowing. But whatever your application, we'll have a mix for that. As we go around this way, we got all the deer food plot for all the hunters, or if you raise bees, we have clover blends specifically for that. Carry local produced seed from Grandpa Ray's Outdoors in Madison, Maxi Rack. So there's a lot of options from a lot of suppliers around this area. We got our great priced bird seed. I like to tout that, you know, our prices are very competitive. A lot of times you can get twice the amount of seed for the same price. If you come in, the pricing is always current, right on the board. Kind of changes like the stock market with commodity prices. Array of bird feeders that are always changing, so we try to get some of the newest stuff and the old-fashioned wood feeders. But if you're looking for something specific, we can always check and order. So here we have our domestic pet section. So a lot of rabbit food, chinchillas, hamsters, gerbils, any other domestic pet. We got the little bales of hay, timothy, alfalfa, some mixes with some fruit blends. So there's a lot of variety. Otherwise, like I always say, if you need something that you don't see, let us know and we'll see what we can do. Over here we have some of our chicken scratches that we hand make, some ear corn for squirrels, and then our shelf of I like to call it the wall of death. So this is all the chemicals that you're going to use. Your 2,4-D amine for spraying on your lawn to kill broadleafs like dandelions, thistles, creeping Charlie, clover. Any other weeds, like if you have fruit trees, we have chemicals you can put on those if you have insects. If you have algae or something growing in your pond, we have some powdered chemicals like this Carmex here that you can apply to get rid of algae or any kind of weeds in a pond. So over here in this aisle we have all the pet food, the larger bags, smaller bags. So Fromm's is kind of the full line that we carry, made here in Wisconsin, in Columbus and Mequon. And we have small bags to trial, or we always have free samples if you want to come grab some variety you'd like to try, see if it goes over well. We have big bags, so if you can't lift a big bag, we can do that for you. Load your car up for you anytime. Just let us know. We do the frequent buyer program, so you buy 12 bags, just bring in the UPCs, and we'll give you one free. The same with cans. If you buy 12 cans, we'll give you one free. Huge selection to choose from, or you can mix and match. It's nice that we're right here in Oregon on the east side of 14. You just pull right up. You can call us and order over the phone, and we'd be happy to ring you up and bring it out to your car, or you can come in and look around if you want to take a peek and see what we have, and we'd be happy to meet you. Coming around this way, we have a lot of the horse products, horse supplements from Doctor's Choice, local up here in Sauk, as well as Buckeye, Purina, ADM, Tribute, all different varieties. Or if you're looking for something else, just let us know and we'd be happy to shop around, see what we can get. Over here we have all the horse treats. So if you got your favorite pony or Mr. Ed and you want to feed him something delicious, there's a very large selection of treats to keep your big guy happy. So right now we actually got a semi-driver loading up corn to take down to get shipped out. So the bins here, we are a licensed grain dealer, grain warehouser, so farmers will grow corn and soybeans, wheat, oats, whatever grains they want to grow, bring them to their local elevator, which is us. So up here is kind of the control tower where you make everything happen. The grain comes out of which bin you select on our monitor here, and then you just radio to the driver, pull ahead, pull forward, back up, and we can get them, weighed in within usually 20 to 40 pounds of where he wants to be. So he'll punch the ticket, weigh him out, radio that you're loaded, you're good to go, and then the driver will tarp his truck and get back on the road. So the retail store is only so big, but it doesn't end here. If you don't see something you want out here, you can always come back in our warehouse or ask us, to show you around. All the grains that we mix up at the Market Street location where the mill is, has been forever. We'll mix it there and then we'll bring it out here so that we have it when you come in to purchase it. So if you place an order online, call us when you get here. We just have you back up to the overhead door, get your order that we usually have staged after you place it, have you back up and we can load your car for you, shut your trunk and you're good to go. Here we have your softener salt. So if you do the pellets, the nuggets from Morton's, we have those. If you do the solar salt crystals, we have those as well. So we have some livestock feeders, some livestock tanks, if you need water tanks for your animals, different sizes available, round bale feeders. Over here in the shed, we usually have a pretty ample supply of straw for straw bale gardening seems to be the hot button now. Or we have hay for any animals that goats, horses, sheep, whatever you want to feed. So out back we have different gate options or panels for your livestock, anywhere from 4 feet all the way up to 20 feet. So one of the real benefits we have for our farm customers is the ability to do custom fertilizer blends for whatever it is you're trying to grow. If you're trying to fertilize a pasture or a cornfield, bean field, wheat, oats, whatever, we have bulk fertilizer that we will put into this mixer over here based on your soil tests, your soil samples, and what you're deficient in, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, boron. We'll make a custom blend so that your crop has the optimal nutrients to reach its full yield potential. And we do that through the different fertilizers that we stock. We also have custom application available, so we'll mix it up and then we'll run it up into our spreader truck and we come out to your field and spread it on the crop. Another service that we have is commercial applications for farmers or hobby farms that have pastures that want to control weeds. We do it with these high boy sprayers, 100-foot booms, so you load up the chemical, the water, go out to the field, put the booms out and spray for all the chemicals, and then that is the floater heavier applications if you're putting liquid nitrogen on say a cornfield you planted. So we do custom applications for whatever weeds you have, custom fertilizer, liquid fertilizer for whatever crops you're trying to grow. Just one more service that we offer at Oregon Farm Center.
There's a great deal of people who are interested in what's going on, and they have thoughts and opinions and passions that they want to share, and I think that's awesome. I think it creates a better product from the government side of things.
So when we talk about the library and building a new library, we talk about the building part a lot, but that's not really what it's about. It's really about people. We're not really just building a library, we're building community, and people in our community members are really at the heart of that.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
My kids put skis on as they were learning to walk.
Yeah, just shuffle your feet.
I would just take Joan and put her inside my jacket, and we would just sit there and drink hot cocoa. I want my kids to have those moments with their kids.
Keep going, keep going. All right, now put your feet down.
From the second you have a child, you want to do everything you can to protect them. I think our action on climate change is no different. It's just an extension of being a mom. Being a scientist, I'm worried about climate change in so many different ways for my kids that I might start crying if I dwell on it too much. I think that if we come together, pretty much anything is possible.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm missing this. Okay, Grandma. I see you.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. It keeps you, your community, and loved ones protected. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Hi everyone, it's Frank again. Before I leave, I want to thank everyone for supporting Community Access TV, and a special thank you to Torhorst Insurance. Take care everyone, have a great day.